Hey friends, it's Jess and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm creating a card as part of the Trinity Stamps Hop to celebrate Trinity's 3rd birthday. I can't wait to share this adorable card with you and show you exactly how I made it, so let's go ahead and jump right in. To get started with the card, we're going to be doing a little stamping. Now, this brand new stamp set is a Slimline style stamp. However, you don't only have to use these stamps with Slimline cards. I think it's really fun to see how we can stretch our supplies and really make the most out of them. So I decided to use this Slimline stamp set on a regular A2 sized card. Now, obviously it hangs off of the edge, and if you had a different stamp set, you may have to adjust things to make it work because you'll lose some of your image when you stamp it on a smaller sheet of paper or cardstock. But in this case, I didn't feel like I was losing enough for it to matter, and it just made my scene a little more compact. This adorable image gives me all the fun, cozy tea party vibes, and I am totally here for it. So I decided to do some stamping. I am using the Ink on 3 Fade Out Black ink. This is called Blackout Detail ink, and this is a good black ink that I reach for quite frequently. Now, I'm going to be doing quite a bit of Copic coloring today. I didn't do anything very detailed or complicated at all, but it is a little bit time consuming just because there are so many images on this background. So I will be going ahead and popping on some music so that you guys can watch the coloring come together. If you have any questions about the coloring, don't hesitate to drop a comment and let me know, and I'll be right back with you in just a little bit to finish off the card. All right, our coloring is all done and we are ready to move on to assembling the rest of the card. I did decide that I wanted to create a fine line of definition between the end of my scene and the rest of the card. So I took just like an acrylic block from my stamp positioner drawer, and I used that as a ruler with a black Copic marker. I used the chisel tip end of it to create a straight line that I would be able to use to get a nice defined line. So it looks like this is one stamped piece and it just had borders on it, like that was part of the black ink. And I really liked the effect that that gave. I chose the sentiment "A Very Merry Unbirthday to You" because I thought it was very cute and quirky and fit this scene very well. So I stamped that in the upper area where I left it blank at the top. I had an idea that I wanted to add a sentiment up here just so that the scene itself could remain the focus of the card and I wouldn't have to put a sentiment right on top of it. I really like the way that this turned out, but feel free to experiment with the placement of your stamp or sentiment and really get it just how you like it. I decided to trim this down so it would fit nicely on an A2 size card base. So I trimmed it to 4 by 5 1/4. And that fits and mats perfectly on a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card base. I used a bone folder to score and fold or crease my card base, and then I was ready to attach my card panel. I used some foam tape that just kind of gives a little dimension to the card panel and pops it up off of the card base. It also makes it a little more sturdy, which is kind of a nice effect as well. That finished off that portion of the card, and I was going to leave it, but I thought it needed a little bit of sparkle and shine, so I took out these adorable little gems or flat back pearls sort of style embellishments from Trinity. These are absolutely adorable and the colors are amazing. These fit perfectly with the theme that I chose, the color combinations here for my background. So I picked out a few that fit the best and placed them on top of the little floating lanterns up at the top. I thought that added just the perfect amount of extra little detail without taking away from too much of the scene. Once I got them placed where I wanted them, I used this amazing tool from Trinity to place them and get them ready to go for glue. Now this tool is double-sided and it has one side that's a little tacky, so you can pick up the pieces and place them just where you want them, and the other side is sort of a pokey side where you can put things where you need them and kind of just barely nudge them along without your fingers getting in the way and making it so you can't see, or putting them somewhere you don't want them. But that finished off the card, and I wanted to leave it pretty simple so that the scene could do all the work in showing off this adorable new stamp set. I hope you all liked it. Be sure to check the description for all the info on the hop, and I'll see you guys in another video really soon.